Hey, my name is Mons, and I'm a trader who's been trading for about 5 years. And today I'm gonna show you a little bit about a trading product called Galileo FX I've been testing out the last few days. It's an EA robot made by a company called Galileo FX, and they focus on doing like a robot that does automatic trading for you. This is quite an interesting product so far from my experience. I have been using some EAs before, not a lot. I have used some and I haven't been very pleased with the results. I've stayed away from them. But this one, I got a tip to check this one out. So the other day here, I started using it to see what it's all about. And so far, I've been quite impressed with the result. So today I was gonna show you a little bit about this particular AA and see how it works and a little bit of the results and like how to operate it. So let me start a little bit about how to install it, since that is a bit of a tricky part when it comes to these robots. Me myself, I am no expert in using the robot, so I had to take some support from their site, which was great, by the way. After you get the robot and purchase it, you get some instructions in how to install it, how to set up the setting, and everything you need to know basically. And after I followed the guide, installed everything, got it on my chart, I had a little bit of a problem to get it to start. It did not take any trades, so I contacted their support. And I spoke to a guy named Rafael, which helped me resolve my matter very quickly. I had an issue where it did not take trades, as I said, and it was this thing here. The common settings here, I had not allowed the algo to trade, and he figured that out very quickly for me just by asking me some questions, what I saw on my screen. So first I can say their support here at Galileo FX seems to be very good, which is a good sign to me. When you're looking for a robot, since you are not the one who's made this robot, we don't really know how to operate it unless we have support. So the fact that they are there to support you all the way is a really good sign for me and gives me good hope for this robot. So let's take a little bit look at the results I've been getting since yesterday. I put this on a demo account for my FTMO, an account that was in drawdown about 3%, so around $300 in this particular account. And I have been running it since yesterday morning until now. And as you can see, I'm up around 50 USD for today. And yesterday I had a pretty amazing day with the robot. It ended up doing $331 profit. So that's pretty good. I have to say 3% in one day is quite amazing actually. Did not see any big drawdown or anything like that, which is also very good. And the settings I am running currently is this one. Let me show you. 25 lot size, 2-3 here. This, by the way, is the settings that you are able to choose for how much risk you're willing to take when you use the robot. When you buy it, you get like a guide sheet together with it. So depending on your risk appetite, you can set the robot to your own standards, which is also really cool. I chose the aggressive approach here because I want to see what it can do. And so far the result has been great. And another thing I think is like really promising so far from what I've read and seen is that this company, Galileo FX, has been in business for about 5 years, which makes me think that they're a serious company since they've been able to keep it up this long. And that is also a really positive sign when it comes to these type of things, because you see many of the robots that come out on the market and they might like go very well for 1 or 2 months and then they have away from the market again, they've blown up or something like that. So the fact that they've been able to keep this up for 5 years is pretty impressive. And I was going to show you a little bit how it works if I start it up on a new chart, just to show you how it works. So let's see here if I can find something. Okay, we have Bitcoin here. We're going to take the 5-minute here. Let's remove something so we can see easier on the screen. This. So what you do basically to start this robot is you pull it from here, from your advisors, and you just pull it there, and you get this box here where you can input your settings. And here you put a lot you're willing to risk. So 1 is a bit big for this account on the Bitcoin. I don't think I can even open 1 probably. So I have to take a bit smaller here, take 0.5. And here you can put your take profit and stop loss. And this, you get a guide of what to put in here depending on the risk you want to take. So it doesn't matter if you never used this before, have no idea how it works. You can like just put in the numbers from the guide depending on what you're looking for. So even though this might look complicated if you're completely new, it's very easy to use. I just use what they said in the guide. For example, here, the aggressive mode, they have stop line 0.0 and it have 300. And when I use these settings, I think it used some kind of hedge for the market, which is a very good thing in my opinion. It doesn't take too much risk, even though it's the aggressive one. It kind of keeps down the bay, which I like. So let's start this one and see what happens. Let's see if we can get any trades open. But now it's online, as you can see, by the way. You see this blue little hat up here in the corner means the algo is online. And this one is green MT5. That means that you're trading now. So it's this easy to implement the bot into the chart and get it going. So you don't need to be a professional or an expert. You just need to be able to pull this here and click start. Basically, that's it. And even if you think this might look hard, they have a support system and an option that when you buy this bot, you can actually add an add-on for them to help you install it. So they will do everything of this for you and get it started for you, which is pretty cool as well. I've never seen that from some other robot like this before. So big props to Galileo FX for that. Okay, let's go back to the gold, but we'll let this one ride a little bit. Let me show you how they did yesterday. I can put on the trade levels here. I think it's trade history. You can see, yes, here. So let it trade yesterday, as I mentioned earlier. You can see it take quite a lot of trades in both long and short, which is also something I like. It means it closes most of the trades pretty like close after opening it, so I'm not sitting in the markets for hours and hours being exposed to risk. So you're in and out pretty short. And even though yesterday was a very volatile day because it was the federal interest rate day when the Fed set the interest rate, even though that was a day and I actually ran the bot through that time, I still ended up with 3% up on my account, and that is also really good, a really good result, I would say. Because normally when you trade during this volatile day, it's very hard to get any results, just because of the fact because the market can spike so quickly. So the fact that it survived that gives me a really good signal of this bot being a good thing to use for the long term. Okay, let's take off this so I can see a little better. Yeah, as you can see here, the bot opened a trade up here at the support, and it has a target down here. So like it looks like it's ticking to taking this profit soon. As you can see, it also opened a trade here at the other support area. So it clearly understands the market structure, this bot, and taking trades at the very logical areas where most people would be able to trade manually, but this does it for you. So that's a really good sign, I would say. See if it can go down and tick it off. Maybe not. I will leave it and go, leave it to do its thing. Let's take a little more look at this BTC meanwhile. It has not taken a trade yet. Has not found any of the areas where the bot want to execute yet. That's also a thing. You can just leave this bot running by itself all day if you want. So depending on what you do, like me, I sit and stare at the charts almost all the day, so I can have it running. But if you're a person who has a normal job and you're doing other things, and you, for example, you just want to run it for an hour in the morning where it's most volatile, you can just start it when you sit at the computer and turn it off. Or if you're a person who are more interested in just being passive but want to use the bot, you can just use this one, but just turn down the risk, the lot size to like the low risk settings, and just leave it for days and just let it do its thing. So no matter like what your risk appetite is, this is a great like bot to use, I think. It has a really versatile use. So I'm gonna try myself to use it for the more aggressive while I'm watching it. And on another account, I'm gonna put it on a more like risk adverse setting and just let it run without me monitoring and see how it can do. But so far, I have really good experience, up 3% in one day. And this day, I'm already up 0.5%, and it's just the start of the day. So I think it's going to be a really good day and a good week for this account. That's it for me. Hope you learned something, and if you want to use this bot yourself, you can go check it out at Galileo FX website. They have tutorials, guides, and if you have questions, you can just ask their support if you need anything. Have a good day.